But I want you back, might be hard to handle, like a flame that burns a candle. You can't refuse a flame. But I've got foresight, thoughts and dreams and scatter.
Please stand.
Hold them all together, and how I can't explain. Oh, now you make my dreams come true. Oh, now you
Please be seated.
make my dreams come
First, I'd like to thank you, Emma and Murphy, for allowing me this opportunity to be your officiant. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and also those who couldn't be here. Our environmental circumstances have placed us in unprecedented times. Those who can't be here, we know you're sending your love, and we can feel it now. To describe their love and provide some words of wisdom, David Lane, a friend of the group, has written a speech that I will read now. Murph Dog and Emma, the big day is here. It may not be the way you originally imagined it. Actually, I'm sure it's not. The world is a bit crazy right now, and your day is suffering some of the consequences of that. But ain't no pandemic gonna stop you lovebirds from getting hitched. And I assure you, the weirdness and unexpected way that this day has played out does not diminish the beauty and beautiful journey that you are about to embark on together. In fact, it might be the exact opposite. Y'all's tumultuous journey of trying to plan a wedding amidst a pandemic is a microcosm of marriage itself. You see, marriage is weird. Beautiful, yes, but also weird. Hard and complicated. And I'd be doing you a disservice if I just talked about marriage as some easy and blissful fairy tale. It's not. The reality is, marriage is probably the hardest thing you will ever do. There are going to be times when you are angry at each other, times when life doesn't make sense together, and your personalities collide. When work is stressful and you feel like you have nothing to offer your spouse, and there'll be times when you want an out. But on this day, you're saying to one another and committing to one another that it's worth it. That your love for one another is worthy of any trials you may face. You are committing to lean into each other when things get hard, to do the tough work of loving each other well. And I assure you it's worth it. That's Dave, not me. Because yes, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. But no one actually wants an easy life. That's boring and lame. Ask any older and wiser person about their life. They aren't going to rave about how easy and painless it was. That doesn't make a good story. We don't become better people by having our needs met and never facing any challenges. We become better people by loving deeply, by facing our challenges head on, by embracing the burden of being with fortitude. That's where the joy is, the richness of life. And marriage is a vehicle that will undoubtedly take you there. The best part of that is you get to do it all with a friend. And there's no greater joy and no greater way to spend your life than with a friend you can trust. A friend you can just laugh with, and a friend you can just cry with. A friend that will always have your back, a friend that is committed to seeing you grow and become your true self. Marriage is going to refine each of you into better people. It is said that when Michelangelo, the artist, not the Ninja Turtle, sculpted his famous statue of David, he was just asked, "How did you do it?" It was unlike any sculpture ever created. He responded, "Well, I looked at the block of marble, and I took away everything that wasn't David." This is marriage. You all are to see each other and help take away the parts of each other that are not your true self. Because we're all broken and imperfect. You are to envision the best in each other, and to work to help the other become that better version of themselves. And you are to do so graciously, being quick to forgive, slow to condemn, and patient. Marriage is work, but the best work there is. I want to leave you with 5 charges and insights that I pray will help you as you embark on your journey. 1. Sacrifice for one another daily. You are now one team in one unit. Prioritize the needs of the other. Make decisions as a team. Murphy, your role is to give Emma a voice within a culture that tries to take it away. Mutual sacrifice has to be the heartbeat of a marriage. 2, be present together. Where money, success, and power were the idols of our parents' generation, and every generation before that, image is the idol of our generation. Empty idealism is our culture's drug of choice, and marriage is one of its primary victims. You are entering into a covenant of marriage with a cultural backdrop that is working against you. The constant input from social media of what you should be doing and what is a successful marriage should look like will quickly erode your relationship into an insatiable contest of unrealistic and impossible expectations for each other. Your marriage is absolutely unique to you and you. Be intentional about stopping the virus of comparison at its source. Spend most of your time with just each other, away from everyone else and away from your phones. Be present together. Be kind to one another. That is the 3rd. You will quickly realize that the person you are marrying today is not the person you will be married to a few years down the road. People change, and y'all don't know each other like you may think you do. You're not merely committed to the person you're marrying today. You are committing to the person they'll become over the next 60 plus years. Your job is to be kind to each other through it all, to be quick to listen and quick to offer each other grace as you navigate through that journey. 4, be badass. Don't shy away from the hard things. My wife and I have a little catchphrase we constantly say before we make decisions, before she's working her 3rd 12-hour shift in a row, before I'm at my wit's end dealing with a bunch of crazy airmen. We just say, we do hard things. It helps. It helps to remind us that this is who we want to be. People that do hard things and persevere. As they say in the military, embrace the sun. 5, and finally, enjoy the mundane. Savor the slow mornings and lazy afternoons with just you two, drinking coffee, laughing, dreaming about the future, reminiscing about the past, and reveling in the present. Be conscious and take in the beauty of living every day. Plain old life with one another. Those are the moments that matter. I want to end with a poem. A couple years ago, when one of my close friends passed away in a motorcycle accident. I wrote this as I was reminiscing on the times we shared together, and I think it's a good message for you all to take with you in your marriage. I'm also laughing thinking about PJ reading a poem I wrote out loud in front of a bunch of people. Anyways, here it is. Seize these moments like their currency. Exchange your time for enduring moments, enduring memories, for life is beautiful because it happened, and life is short because we bleed. But let this story unfold, and let our eyes see that these moments, they are our currency. I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful to be a part of your lives. Cherish each other, and cherish the moments you will share. Thank you all for listening. So, for the vows, dearly beloved and honored guests, we are gathered here together to join Emma and Murphy in a union of marriage. This contract is to not be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, with a deep realization of its obligations and responsibilities. The bride and groom each have prepared their vows that they will read now. Emma.
These were written 2 years ago, but they're extremely relevant today. Murphy Simerson, you're my best friend, my soulmate, hold true to me. It held true in Texas, and it will hold true forevermore. The quote is, I can conquer the world with one hand as long as you're holding the other. I vow to always hold your hand, no matter what we're facing in life. I vow to remember that neither one of us is perfect, but that we're perfect for each other. I vow to never leave you to face your problems alone. I vow to adore your light and to never let you forget about it. I vow to support your dreams. I vow to continue walking in love with you every single day, eyes wide open. And I vow to never forget that we are consciously choosing today and together to walk side by side, hand in hand, through ups and downs. I vow to love you fiercely, now and forever, because the juice is worth the squeeze.
Murphy, thank you, Emma.
Promise to always love you unconditionally. We might not always like each other, but I will always find love. I will always love you. I vow to respect your space when you need it. I vow to sacrifice my space when you need it, to be loved up on. You will always be my little snug bug. You make me feel whole and accept me for my silliness, and I'm glad you're just as silly. For example, you truly are the cheese in my pizza. Because without cheese, it's just bread with sauce, which is still good, but just not whole and complete. Together, the two silly coops. Ever since we both said that we were all in, I've been nothing but all in. I promise to keep that fire lit forever. I made it my goal to marry you, and here we are, doing it right now. Together, let's be successful. Together, let's have fun. Emma, will you be my best friend, my partner in crime, my little snug bug, and my wife for eternity? That was great, man. Simple. That's all I need. That was great.
And now, Emma, do you take Murphy to be your husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others, and holding only unto him forevermore?
I do.
And Murphy, do you take Emma to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others, and holding on to her forevermore? Scott, the rings. Emma and Murphy will now exchange rings. Emma and Murphy will now exchange rings as a symbol of their love and commitment to each other. Thank you, Scott. Murphy, take this ring and repeat after me as you place it on to Emma's finger. As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
I have chosen you
above all else,
above all else.
with this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
And Emma, repeat after me as you place this ring on Murphy's finger. As a sign of my love,
So the sign of love
that I have chosen you
that I have given you
above all else,
above all else.
with this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I do bless.
Great. And by the power vested in me by the state of Virginia while occupying in the state of California, it is my honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Murphy, you may kiss the bride.